Okay. Thank us all for the time, for the sacrifice to share a little bit of our time to share this amazing products from Sucavu. And today, I've been given the honor by Dr. Jumain to do this presentation. Of course, my name is Jude. I am a senior paramedic with a specialty in intensive care and reanimation. And I'm from Cameroon. And today we will be talking on pain, inflammation, arthritis, and their role, how cannabinoid products have to fight these problems. You know, like someone once told me that pain is not a fundamental human right. And I'm so excited that Sucavu has actually come out with this product that can help us and keep us safe from pain. Sukkahs, real people, real spectrum, real cannabinoids. The Sukkahs philosophy is not just a lifestyle. You know, it's one of its priority is to come out with a supreme product. And it's a company combining science, beauty, health, performance, and several opportunities, as we saw in the video that was just played. When we want to talk about cannabinoids, here we would like to distinguish three categories of cannabinoids: phytocannabinoids, synthocannabinoids, and endocannabinoids. Phytocannabinoid is where the cannabis plant that they are produced from the cannabis plant extract. And for synthocannabinoids, they are produced from pharmaceutical laboratories, while endocannabinoids are produced by our body itself. We can also get them from food. And the main component of the cannabis plant that is extracted from phytocannabinoid is a CBD, which is widely explored by Sucavu. And these cannabinoids have their receptors on the endocannabinoid system, and the principal receptors are the CB1 and CB2. And these receptors play a very diverse function in regulation and functioning of the body, of the human body as a whole, in areas of pain, appetite, sensation, and so on and so forth. CBD or cannabinoid has very, very diverse functions. We are going to just look at a few of them. We have their vasorelaxant, anti-ischemic, anti-proliferative, antispasmodic, anti-diabetic, antibacterial, analgesic, anti-inflammatory, and so on and so forth. Here, these are the common health benefits of CBD oil on some body organs. You know, it functions well at the level of the eyes, the brain, you know, maintaining the well-being at the level of the heart, preventing us from cardiovascular diseases, at the level of the bones, which we are going to be talking today about arthritis, at the level of the lungs, preventing asthma, spinal cord, intestines, working against cancer, and the stomach as well. Cannabinoid oil comes with several dosages from 150 to 1,200 milligram dosages. It has various tests: coconut, cinnamon, mint, and vanilla, and all the cannabinoid oil contain CBD, CBG, CBDV, CBN, and CBC with an entourage effect for various indications. We are still going to do a recall on how cannabinoids can be taken, and here it is worth noting that there is no dosage recommendation that has been validated till today, and I will take into account the dosage of cannabinoids in 300, 600, and 1,200 milligram vial, and we gradually increase the dose and assess the efficacy and the tolerance of the medication, and that the patient response depends on three factors: current condition, route of administration, and the concentration of cannabinoids. For cannabinoid oil, 300 milligram, from the first to the third day, we start at 15 sublingual drops in the evening. From the fourth to the sixth day, we go to 20 sublingual drops in the evening, and from the 7th to the 10th day and beyond, we reach the effective dose, and we can repeat 20 drops 3 times a day. For cannabinoid oil, 600 milligram from the first to the third day, we start with 7 drops in the evening. From the 4th to the 6th day, we go to 14 sublingual drops in the evening as well. And from the 7th to the 10th day and beyond, we repeat this dose 2 to 3 times a day if the dose is effective. And for cannabinoid oil, 1,200 milligram. From the 1st to the 3rd day, we start with 4 drops in the evening. From the 4th to the 6th day, we go to 8 drops. And from the 7th day and beyond, we repeat the dose 2 to 3 times. We realize that as the dose is increasing, that is how the daily dosage is also reducing. Now, let's look at the effect of cannabinoids on pain. Here, this is a mechanism of action of cannabidiol on pain. And when CBD binds to receptors on the surface of the skin, that's at the level of the cell wall, it penetrates into the cytoplasm of the cell by binding into causing or reducing inflammatory factors. We have the TNF alpha, the interleukin 6, 4, and 12. Sorry. It also deactivates the cyclooxygenase, decreasing prostaglandins and decreasing pain. And it goes to the same for inflammation, like I started explaining. It decreases inflammatory factors, thereby decreasing inflammation as well. Cannabidiol acts on the nervous system by inhibiting the transmitted message signals, thus reducing pain. And CBD has an immunosuppressive effect on some of our cells, such as microglia cells, which make up the microglia, and they play a relatively important role in the sensation of inflammation and pain as well. As far as inflammation is concerned, it's almost the same mechanism. When CBD binds on its receptors on the cell wall, it penetrates into the cytoplasm of the cell, decreasing inflammatory factors, TNF alpha, interleukin 4, 6, and 12, decreasing inflammation as well. Now, what are the effects of cannabinoids on inflammation? Cannabidiol has therefore demonstrated through these different actions its effect as an anti-inflammatory and analgesic at the same time, anxiolytic, a sedative, anti-convulsant, antiemetics, anti-proliferative, and anti-apoptotic, and a neuroprotective as well. Okay, let's look at arthritis. Cannabinoid on role of cannabinoid on arthritis. What is arthritis? It is a chronic inflammatory disease. That's inflammation that is triggered by a deregulation of the immune system. It mainly attacks the connective tissues, that's the synovial membrane, the tendons, and the ligaments. Inflammation causes swelling, pain, warmth, redness, and what have you. And it can occur at any age, but especially around 50 years old. Take note. Here, I'll present to you some scientific research on the effect of CBD gel on arthritis, and researchers studied the effect of topical application of CBD gel on subjects with arthritis. And this treatment reduced joint swelling, pain, and the infiltration of immune cells and pro-inflammatory factors, the TNF alpha, for example, which we saw in the mechanism above. Here, this is just that's the differences between osteoarthritis and arthritis. Osteoarthritis is a bone degenerative condition, whereby the bone wear out, and it is wear and tear of the bone, leading to, due to friction at the level of the cartilage that is destroyed. Due to that friction, that's where pain comes from. And it is most common that the tendons and ligaments are destroyed. They lost their elasticity. Yeah. And this causes them, as they fricks, as there is friction between the two surfaces of the bone that have been exposed, that is where pain comes in. There is immobility and what have you. And it is more common in people who have also aged out, and very, very frequent with people who are obese as well. Now, when it comes to arthritis, as we have seen, it is simply a chronic inflammatory disease, which is caused by the immune system. It leads to there is inflammation, there is pain, and there is redness as well. It is more common in people who are above age, who are age out, but more frequently in people from ages 50 and above. Now, what Sucavu product offered as far as these conditions are concerned? We're starting first with Cavu Nox Post, which contains a NOx selective activators of nitric oxide synthesis, whose health effects have been described. But they also contain other ingredients with various benefits as well. Sucavu Boost contributes to fight against high blood pressure, which we have seen in our previous presentation, stress, inflammation, which is the talk of today, atherosclerosis, cellular oxidation, immune dysfunction, and tiredness. There is pain away muscle gel, which is a muscle freeze, CBD cold feeling. It is good to add to your gym bag for a regular workout routine. And it is also used if you incur bruises while exercising. It has a soothe and loosen aching muscles. There is no oily residue left after application, and it has a pleasant scent. We also have muscle balm, joint balm, which is used on aching muscles and joints for pain relief. It has a frankincense oil, and black curcumin seed. There is CBG plus 300, 600, 1,200 milligram, which tastes like we have cinnamon, peppermint, or natural. It indicated for chronic inflammation diseases, chronic inflammatory diseases, muscle and joint pain, skin diseases, psoriasis, for example. We have neurological diseases, the Huntington disease, the Parkinson, and the multiple sclerosis as well. The properties, what are the properties of this CBD plus? Now, it is an anti-inflammatory, a relaxant, an anti-arrhythmic, an antifungal as well, anti-carcinogenic, antidepressant, anti-hypertensive. How is it used? You check well before use. You take as often as desired. Place up to 15 drops under your tongue. That's it is taken sublingual, and hold it for 60 to 90 seconds. Then you can swallow. It has good taste. Coconut, cinnamon, mint, and vanilla. These are all very sweet and appealing taste to the tongue and to the mouth. As shown above, several studies around the world with their entourage effect, the cannabinoids that are contained in Sucavu products play a major role in pain, inflammation, arthritis, and in preventive and curative purposes by the mechanism which we have seen above, and they are therefore recommended in progressive doses to reach their optimum effect. And it is at this juncture that we are going to draw the curtains for today's presentation. If you have questions, will be welcome. Thank you all for your kind attention.